Picture this. You've gone a few hours without food. Your stomach starts growling. Your hands feel colder than usual. Your breath smells strange. And suddenly a thought creeps in. Is something wrong with my body? But pause for a second. What if none of this is a warning sign? What if these sensations are actually proof that something powerful has just been switched on? In this video, we're taking a deep dive into the science of fasting to decode the earliest biological signals that show it's working, not weakening you, but activating your most ancient and efficient systems. From metallic breath and cold hands to stable energy and sharpened focus, each sign is a quiet message from a body transforming at the cellular level. If you've ever quit fasting because the first few hours felt uncomfortable or unfamiliar, this video may completely change how you interpret those signals. Subscribe now because we're about to unlock the science behind what your body is truly capable of, and you won't want to miss a second of this internal transformation. Here's the truth most people never realize. The discomfort you feel during the early hours of fasting isn't proof that something is going wrong. It may actually be evidence that something extraordinary is beginning. If you're feeling hungry, irritable, lightheaded, or mentally foggy, don't panic. These sensations are often the first signs that your body is flipping an ancient biological switch, what researchers call the metabolic switch. After decades of research at the U.S. National Institute on Aging, scientists discovered that after roughly 10 to 12 hours without food, your body depletes its stored sugar, known as glycogen, and begins tapping into a different fuel source, fat. That's when the real shift begins. As fat is broken down, your liver produces ketones, small but powerful molecules that fuel both your brain and muscles with clean, steady energy. And here's what makes this so fascinating. Ketones aren't just fuel, they're signals. They stimulate growth hormone, helping protect muscle. They activate autophagy, your cell's built-in cleanup and repair system. So that early fatigue, dizziness, or irritability, that's not failure. It's the entry point into a higher metabolic state. Your body isn't breaking down. It's reactivating a survival program that once kept your ancestors alive. Think about it. Our ancestors didn't have refrigerators or food delivery. They often fasted for a day or more between successful hunts. If fasting made them weak or unfocused, they wouldn't have survived. Instead, fasting made them sharper, quicker, and more alert. Today, we no longer hunt for food, but our biology hasn't changed. When you stop eating, your body still activates that primal mode, not out of panic, but out of efficiency. So start listening to your body through the lens of biology, not fear. Metallic breath, cold hands, hunger that comes and goes in waves. These are signals that you're entering deep metabolic territory. If you feel tired, your energy systems are reorganizing. If your mind feels cloudy, it's often right before ketones begin fueling your brain with clarity. Don't judge a fast by the mirror or the scale in the first 24 hours. Judge it by biology, where discomfort often means transformation. And as your body crosses into this new fuel state, specific signs begin to appear. Quiet clues that your fast is working from the inside out. Number 1. This is one of the earliest and most misunderstood, which is hunger arriving in waves. You might assume the longer you fast, the hungrier you should feel. But research shows something very different. The hormone ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone, doesn't rise endlessly over time. Instead, it spikes around your usual meal times. So if you normally eat lunch at noon, you'll feel hunger peak around that time, even if you haven't eaten. But here's the fascinating part. If you don't eat, the hunger fades anyway. Soon after, many people feel normal again, sometimes even more alert than before. This proves hunger isn't a straight line. It's a wave. And waves pass. That passing hunger isn't your body breaking down. It's your internal systems recalibrating to a new rhythm. If you notice short bursts of hunger followed by calm, that's a positive sign. Your body is learning how to stabilize itself without constant food input.
We've been taught to fear hunger, to treat it like an emergency.
But biologically, hunger isn't the enemy.
It's information.
And once you ride out that first wave, you're one step closer to deep fat burning, where ketones take over and the real cascade of benefits begins. Number 2.
Metallic or fruity breath. Proof you've switched to fat-burning mode. After those hunger waves settle and hormones stabilize, another curious sign often appears. Your breath begins to smell metallic or slightly fruity, sometimes compared to fermented apples.
At first, this can feel alarming, but in reality, it's one of the clearest biochemical confirmations that fasting is working. After roughly 12 to 16 hours without food, your liver starts converting stored fat into ketones. One of these ketones, acetone, is volatile and exits the body through your breath. That's where the unusual smell comes from. This isn't bacteria-caused bad breath. It's metabolic evidence. Your body has stopped relying on glucose and has begun using fat as its primary fuel. Researchers describe this moment as a physiological turning point, when the body shifts into a state optimized for mental clarity, endurance, and nervous system resilience. Many people report feeling lighter, sharper, and more focused during this phase. If the smell bothers you, avoid sugary gum or mints, which can interrupt the fast. Instead, hydrate well or sip unsweetened tea to help flush acetone naturally. That unusual breath isn't a problem. It's your body saying, the switch has flipped. Number 3. Cold hands and feet, your body's ancient energy-saving mode. As ketone production increases, another strange sensation may appear. Your hands and feet feel colder than usual, even if the room temperature hasn't changed. This isn't weakness, it's strategy.
When you fast, insulin levels drop.
This signals your body to conserve energy and prioritize vital organs. Heat production from digestion shuts down. Blood flow shifts away from the extremities and toward the heart, liver, and brain. This process is known as survival heat prioritization. Thousands of years ago, conserving warmth for core organs meant survival. And your body still follows that same blueprint today.
So if your fingers feel cold, your system isn't failing. It's adapting intelligently.
Add a layer, drink warm water, or take a gentle walk to boost circulation. Comfort returns as balance stabilizes. Number 4. Initial fatigue, followed by surprisingly stable energy. After entering this energy-saving mode, many people experience fatigue. Your body feels heavy. Your mind slows down. It can feel like your energy is draining away.
But this isn't failure.
It's transition.
Think of a car switching fuel sources. There's a brief disruption before efficiency takes over.
That's what's happening inside you. Glucose levels fall. Ketones haven't fully ramped up yet. That temporary gap creates fatigue.
But push through and something shifts. Ketone levels rise.
Adaptation systems activate. Suddenly, energy feels smooth and steady. Unlike sugar, ketone fuel doesn't spike and crash. No post-meal sleepiness.
No emotional swings tied to blood sugar.
Just calm, sustained energy. This is also when growth hormone increases, sometimes 3 to 5 times higher, helping preserve muscle, regenerate tissue, and support fat loss. If you feel drained right now, understand this.
Your body is upgrading its energy system.
And the upgrade is almost complete. Number 5. Brain fog, then unexpected mental clarity. As energy stabilizes, another transformation unfolds in the brain.
At first, thinking may feel hazy or unfocused.
But then, almost suddenly, clarity appears. Focus sharpens. Thoughts feel precise.
This isn't random.
Once ketone production increases, beta-hydroxybutyrate crosses the blood-brain barrier and becomes the brain's preferred fuel. Ketones provide clean, steady energy without the volatility of glucose. Even more impressive, fasting increases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that strengthens neural connections and supports memory and learning. It's often described as fertilizer for the brain. Our ancestors needed mental sharpness during hunger to survive.
That wiring still exists.
When brain fog clears, it's a sign your mind has entered a more efficient operating mode, focused, alert, and resilient. Number 6. Hunger decreases after 24 hours. One of the most surprising experiences during fasting is this. After a full day without food, hunger often fades. Why does this happen? First, ghrelin follows habit, not time. If you don't eat, its signals weaken. Second, ketones naturally suppress appetite. The brain no longer demands constant fuel. Third, without blood sugar spikes and crashes, intense hunger disappears. The result is unexpected calm. The longer you fast, the less hungry you feel.
This isn't willpower.
It's metabolic adaptation. Your body has fully switched fuel sources and is now running on stored fat. Number 7. Skin breakouts. Signs your body is cleaning house. Some people notice temporary breakouts or skin irritation while fasting. This can feel discouraging, but it's often a sign of internal cleanup. Fasting activates autophagy, a process where damaged cellular components are broken down and recycled. As stored compounds are released from fat tissue, the liver processes them. If the load is high, the skin may act as a secondary exit route. This can result in temporary breakouts or dullness. Think of it like dust stirred up during a deep clean. Support the process with hydration, rest, and patience. These effects usually pass as detox pathways stabilize.
Number 8.
Mood swings, your nervous system adapting. Emotional shifts during fasting are common. Irritability, anxiety,
Sudden sensitivity.
This isn't a flaw. As glucose drops and ketones rise, the stress response system becomes more active.
Hormones increase slightly to enhance alertness.
This is a survival response, not a malfunction. As ketones stabilize, mood balances and calm returns.
Support this phase with gentle movement, deep breathing, warmth, and rest.
Fasting isn't just skipping meals.
It's an ancient biological signal. And when you send that signal, your body responds with precision.
Those early discomforts aren't obstacles, they're evidence. Evidence that fat burning has begun, that cellular repair is active, that energy systems are reorganizing. The human body isn't fragile, it's adaptive. And when you give it space, it doesn't just cope, it rebuilds. Fasting isn't about punishment or extreme discipline. It's about listening to the quiet intelligence built into your biology.
Hunger waves.
Ketone breath, cold hands, mental clarity.
None of this is random.
Each response is a chapter in a larger biological story unfolding inside you. If you've stayed with this video until the end, you're not just watching, you're observing your body with awareness. And that awareness is where real change begins.
If you want to keep learning more about health tips and tricks, subscribe to the channel.
And let us know in the comments which of these signs you've experienced, or which one surprised you the most. Your body is always working and talking to you. The question is, are you going to listen?